When you're ready, you're gonna just, and also you can prepare any props that perhaps you would need. So like a blocks or a blanket, bolster, whatever. And you're gonna just come to a kneeling position, you're gonna sitting down. And you're gonna just let your sit bone sit down onto your heels. Let your arms either resting next to your body or onto your side. So beginning that, just sensing your head reaching up towards to the sky, and your sit bone connecting, grounding down towards to your heels. Taking a 2 deep breaths together, so breathing in through the nose, filling up the lungs and expanding your body into the space, and breathing out, and letting all go, and having a sense of grounding and arrival. Once more, breathing. And breathing out. And then just gently take an inhale here one more time, breathing in through the nose. And then slowly, when you breathe out, you're gonna take your chin down towards your chest. And just gently, you're gonna roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, just tiny a bit. So still draw the belly in here. You're not gonna fold to the front. And once you arrive here, halfway rolled, I'm gonna start to lengthen from your tailbone, gently reaching out through your crown of the head. And come to a diagonal line here, lengthen the spine. And slowly you're gonna come back again, back to your center. Once more, breathing here. And breathing out, taking your chin down towards your chest and lengthening. Keeping the space between each vertebrae. You can place your hand onto your tailbone here. So starting from the tailbone all the way, stretching out to your head, top of the head, and sending the sit bone down. And just gently coming back again. Let's do one more time, breathing in. And breathing out, you're gonna take your chin down towards to your chest. And slowly, one more time, finding the base of the spine, lengthening forward, widening the sit bone, and coming back again. And let's do last one more time. So taking the spine, gently waking up. And start to coordinate with your breath. And one more, taking the tailbone, reaching to the front. Once you arrive at diagonal line, we're gonna start to come up with your knees. We're gonna come up to the knees and finding your knees hip width apart. Now you're gonna take your hand at the back side of your head, widening the elbow to the side, and we're gonna just start drawing some circle here, either right or left. Just waking up the spine and your shoulder neck area. And last one more breath to this direction. And now slowly you're gonna come back center. We're gonna rotate your upper body to the right side, taking an inhale here. And now slowly exhale, close your elbow together and now bending yourself to your right side. So stretching the left side of your neck and all the way down to the left side of your back here. Soften your jaw and your face. One more deep breath here. And gently take an inhale. You're gonna come back to the center and then slowly rotating back to the center. You're gonna go the other side. So you're gonna go down and circling to another way around. Opening up the chest. And allowing your head to follow as well. And last one more breath here. And slowly coming back to center, we're gonna rotate to your left side. Take an inhale here, and now slowly exhalation once more. Taking your chin down towards your chest, and now going to your left side. And try to bring your right elbow going down to align with your left elbow. So you will sense that from the right side of your neck and all the way down to your right hip here to be lengthening and stretching. And gently taking an inhale. You're gonna come back to center and opening the arms. And now just reaching your arms towards to the sky and give yourself a stretch. Now slowly exhalation, you're gonna take your hands, come to the front, and now you're gonna take your fingers towards to your knees. So you're gonna come to an O4 seat. And we're gonna take an inhalation, sending your head and tailbone up. And now exhale, you're gonna stay here and you're gonna do a lion breath. So you're gonna take your tongue out and look up to your third eye. And now slowly take an inhale here. And now rounding your spine, you can tuck your toes under and walk your knees a bit closer. And now stretching your back here. And one more time, breathing in, come forward. Arching your back and head and tailbone up. And exhale, stay here and lion breath. Stick your tongue out. And now slowly inhale, coming back again. And now exhale, rounding your spine. Let your hands stay on the floor. And if you want, you can let your sit bone sitting down to your heels and stretching here. And one more time, come forward, inhalation. And exhale, stay and take your tongue, stick your tongue out. And one more time, breathing in, rounding spine, and breathing out, sitting back down, stretching your arms. In your back. Last one more breath, inhale here, one more round. And head and tailbone up. And exhale, stick the tongue out, lion breath. And now inhalation, rounding the spine, and now exhale, sitting back again. And slowly just coming back to your neutral. And now you're gonna flip your hands, fingertips towards to the front, come to your O4, tuck your toes under, and now you're gonna come up to your downward facing dog. So finding your down dog, you can first pedal through your feet. And gently coming on your next inhalation, come to your high plank. Finding your plank. And now slowly exhale, lift your tailbone up back to your down dog again. And one more time, shift your way forward, inhale. And slowly exhale, shifting back. This time, inhale, come forward. And now slowly exhale, take your knees and your upper body all the way down, and now slip through and come forward. And now take your hands down, baby cobra, inhalation here. And slowly exhale, come from to the floor. Once more, breathing in, press your hands down. And slowly breathing out. And now you're gonna press your hands down and now shift your tailbone back, and I'll keep your hands to the front. You're gonna come to a puppy pose. So you can lengthen your arms forward, either let your forehead resting on the ground or your chin. So melting down with your chest. You're gonna stay here for 5 more deep breaths. So opening up the upper back and thoracic spine. Last one more breath here. And slowly, gently coming out. And now you're gonna walk your hands once more right underneath your shoulder. Come back to your O4. So now slowly taking an inhale, you're gonna lengthen your right leg back and your left arm forward, finding the opposite side, finding your balance here. And now slowly exhalation, you're gonna lower your arms and leg down, finding the center. One more time, inhale, lift it up. And now exhale, bending your right knee, and now take your left hand onto your right leg. Now kicking into your left hand, opening up the chest. And stretching the right quadricep and sending the chest forward. And slowly, you're gonna take your left hand back to the floor, lengthen your right leg behind. Take an inhale here, exhalation, bend your elbow and let your chest going down to the floor and lift your leg high up. Slowly press your hands down and lift yourself back. And now you're gonna start to bend your right knee and rotate your hip and look to your right knee. And now let your right foot touching to your left foot. And come to the side and inhalation, right arms go up and side bending. And slowly you're gonna take your right hand down and now you keep going with your right knee to the front. And let's come to a pigeon pose. So slide through, finding your pigeon here, taking an inhale. Send the chest forward. And exhalation, forward fold. Focusing on the breath and keep sending your left side of the body going down to the floor. Soften all the unnecessary tension. Slowly taking an inhale, press your hands down. And now, if you can, expanding your back knee. You're gonna take your right hand onto your left leg. Now you're gonna kicking your left leg, opening up the right chest. Just gently open. And now slowly, you're gonna gently come forward again. And taking your left foot towards to your bum, and now come forward, stretching the quadricep. Last one more deep breath here. And slowly just letting go. And now you're gonna take an inhale, sending your hands down. Lift your upper body up, and now you're gonna keep rotating your left leg to the side, come to the side, sitting. Sitting onto your sit bone, your right leg is bending in front of you. Inhalation, right arm up, and now exhale, you're gonna bending towards your left leg. Side bending here. So keep sending your right hip down, and dropping the shoulder down away from your ears. And then slowly, you're gonna let your upper body fall forward, gonna come to a forward bend. Opening up the hip. So bending, starting from your hip, and come forward. Stretching your inner thigh. One more last deep breath here. And then slowly, you're gonna keep walking towards to your right knee. And now you're gonna lift yourself up onto your right knee. So keep going to the side. Now you're gonna rotate your upper body to the side here. So lift your left leg, finding your balance, inhale here. And now exhalation, take your elbow and your knee towards your center. And inhale, reaching out. And now exhale, take your left hand behind your head, and now rotate your elbow towards your right elbow. Rotate inward. And one more time, breathing in. And breathe out. And breathing in. And breathing out. One more time, breathing here, lengthen, finding the balance, and breathe out. And one more, breathing. And breathe out. All right, now slowly, you're gonna keep pivot with your right leg behind. So you're gonna sitting onto your right heel and your left leg in the front. Now you're gonna take an inhale, sending the right hip up and left up to the sky. So stretching the right side of the hip. And you can take your left hand onto your right shoulder and drop your head behind, opening up. And slowly sitting down again. And now you're gonna shift your weight, come forward onto your left foot. And open the right hip to the side. You're gonna start to draw a circle with your left foot on the floor. So going from the tiny toe, go to your big toe, and all the way back to your heels. So making a circle, massage your foot. And let's go to the other way around. So here you're waking up the hip and your joint. And last one more time. And now slowly you're gonna plank your hands down. And now lift your tailbone up and step your right foot behind 45-degree here. Come to a pyramid pose. So take an inhale here, chest lift forward, and exhale forward fold. If you like, and bend your back knee and now flex your left foot up. It's giving yourself a deeper stretch here. Sending your left hip back to align with your right hip. And slowly inhalation, you're gonna start to walk your hands and your feet together and come to the front side of the mat. Finding your hips, feet, hip width apart, taking an inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. And now slowly step back to your downward facing dog. And gently take your knees back to the floor. And coming back again to your all fours. When you're ready, you're gonna switch to the other side. So now you're gonna take an inhale, lengthen your left leg behind and right arm forward. And exhalation, lower down to the floor. Inhale, lift it up. And now exhale, bend your back knee and now right hand grabbing onto your left leg and now kicking back. Opening up the chest. And slowly, you're gonna take your right hand back to the floor, lengthen your back leg. Inhale here, exhale, bend your elbow, let your chest go down to the floor. Slowly pressing into your hands, inhalation. And you're gonna keep rotating with your left hip and bending your left knee, feet touching together, come to a side bending and stretch. And slowly let your left hand go. And keep going with your left knee, come forward. You're gonna come to a pigeon. Lengthen your right leg behind. And taking an inhale here. And slowly exhalation, forward fold. Last one more deep breath here. And slowly pressing your hands down. And now let's come up and again. Bending your back knee, and now take your left hand onto your right ankle, and now kicking backward, opening up the hip and your chest. And slowly let's come forward, stretching your right quadricep here. So taking your right heel down towards your right hip and bending forward. One more last breath. Exhale, letting all the tension go. And slowly just letting go of your leg. Now you're gonna keep rotating with your right leg. And let your sit bone sitting down and come to the side. And take your left knee, left leg in front of you. Inhalation, left arm reaching up. And exhale, come to the side bend. Finding your both sit bone evenly, heavily down towards to the floor. And slowly just letting your left arm keep going to the front. And come to the forward fold here. And make sure that both sit bones still on the floor. So really coming, bending from the hip. And let your right toes and right knee facing up to the sky. And slowly when you're ready, let's keep walking your hands. Let's go to the left side. So picking yourself up onto your left knee. And reaching your right arm and right leg up and down. Inhale here. Exhale, drawing into your center. Inhale, reaching out and take your right hand behind your head. Exhale, rotate inwards. Inhale, open and reach your arms and exhale, coming into the center. Make sure the shoulders stack on top of your wrist. Inhale and exhale. And one more, breathing in. And breathe out. And breathing. And breathing out. And now slowly, you're gonna keep rotate your left leg inwards, and now let your right knee, right foot stay on the floor. When you're ready, press into your left leg, and now reaching your right arm up, opening up the hip. You can take your right hand onto your left shoulder, and drop the head, and just opening up. One more last breath here. And slowly, just let your tailbone, sit bone sitting down again. Again, one more time, come forward. Shift your weight onto your right foot. And once more, you're gonna draw a circle. So waking up your ankle, at the same time, your knees and the hip. So sending the weight down to your right foot and stretching the Achilles tendon. When you're ready, let's go the other way around. So let your right foot have a chance to touch the floor, every part. So each part of your right foot, each toes. And slowly coming back. And now once more, shift your weight forward, lift your tailbone up, and let your back leg, left foot 45, stay behind. Knee and your heels align together. Take an inhale, chest lift. And exhale, forward fold. Keep sending your right hip back. Align your left hip. If you like, and bend your back knee and flex your right foot. And slowly, gently, you're gonna walk yourself again, your legs and your hands together, and come to the front side of the mat. And one more time, take an inhale here, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Now slowly take your hands down again and step back to the downward facing dog. So one more time, finding your down dog. And now slowly shift your way forward, come to a high plank, inhale here. And our exhalation, lower all the way down back to the floor. And slowly you're gonna flip yourself and then come lying onto your back. So finding your back, and now when you're ready, you're gonna take your both knees towards your chest. And just give yourself rocking side to side. Having a rhythm of this soothing. And you're gonna let your both bottom of the foot touching together, and now taking your knees opening to the side, and now take your foot towards your chest. Make sure that the hips still stay on the floor. Shoulder relax. And soften your face and your jaw. Relax the muscle between your eyebrow. And slowly you're gonna come to a happy baby. So take your hands at the outside edge of your feet. And just give yourself a rocking side to side. And stretching one leg out and another leg. Both legs. And slowly when you're ready, just giving yourself a stretch. So lengthen your leg down and arms up. Give yourself a big stretch here. And do whatever you need before we go to Shavasana. So anything that your body still needs, just take a moment and then slowly coming into your Shavasana. So you can let your legs lengthening and opening, your palms facing up, or you're gonna stand with your feet on the floor and knees touching together if you have a back pain. And if you don't have any props with you, just come to a constructive resting pose and just resting here. And just taking a moment here, letting go all the things, your breath, and just letting go all the control in your thoughts. Allowing everything to integrate, arrive, come to a present. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Gently waking up. When you're ready, turn yourself to one side of your body. And just stay there for a moment and let yourself to rest from your back to either right or left side of your body. And slowly when you're ready, just bring yourself coming back again. And then I come back to your comfortable seated position, bringing your legs crisscross. And just finding a moment here. Having a quick check-in. And gently place your hands in front of your heart. Take a moment to thank for yourself, your own practice, and your time. Thank you very much for practice with me. Thank you, everyone.